The boy fell in love with a girl, and the girl also liked him very much. Gradually, the two men came together and lived together. When the boy kissed the girl's lips for the first time, the girl decided to follow him all her life. So the girl asked mischievously, "How long will you love me?" The boy pinched the girl's nose and said softly, "How long do you want?" The girl thought for a moment and naively said, "Then for the rest of your life, you can only love me." The boy smiled and said, "Good, good." The girl thought for a moment again, pursed her lips and said, "No way. I don't believe you. We pull the hook. If you break our promise, I will kill you." The boy answered seriously, "Well, if one day I betray you, let you kill me." Has been with this boy and girl for nearly 3 years. They all love each other deeply, but this day is not always as you wish. The misfortune finally fell on the happy couple. Gradually, the boy began to flee the girl and snub her. He no longer dotes on her as before. The girl seemed to notice something, so she began to ask the boy, but the boy did not say why. Finally one day, the boy suddenly brought back a fashionable, sexy and beautiful woman. At this time, the girl still wanted to deceive herself, so she asked foolishly, "Dear, is this your friend?" The boy said coldly, "Yes. This is my new girlfriend." The girl didn't respond, just sat there foolishly. The girl didn't dare to look up at the boy because she was afraid that tears would fall down. She didn't want the boy to see her crying because she still believed that the boy still loved her. At this moment, the boy said coldly, "You are here tonight. You will move out tomorrow, and the two of us will live outside today." The two men were ready to go out. "Wait a minute," the girl finally said. "Sister, can you go out for a while? I want to talk to him alone." The woman nodded and went out. The boy still turned his back on her and no one spoke. "Why?" The girl broke the silence first. The boy said coldly, "I don't love you anymore. There is no reason." The boy turned to leave. "Don't give the girl any chance." The girl cried. She told herself not to drop a tear, but the glittering and translucent tears still couldn't help falling out. After a long time, when the girl saw the boy again, he was in the hospital. The difference is that both of them are very thin. The girl got gastritis because she was very sad. But how did the boy appear in the hospital? Because the girl still loves him in her heart, she can't rest assured, so she quietly followed up. If the patient can't find a suitable heart for transplantation, then we will no longer be able to maintain his life, the doctor said to the woman. Then the girl was shocked and stayed there foolishly. The woman cried, the girl cried, and the girl wept for the boy again, but this time she was sadder and more hysterical than last time. The girl sat by the window, tears streaming down her eyes. Suddenly, she stood up, walked to the table, picked up a pen and wrote something on the paper. Then she smiled and picked up her cell phone and dialed the boy's phone. "Hello," a woman replied. "Can I meet him? Can you give me this opportunity?" The woman hesitated and said, "Okay, where is it?" "I'll tell him. In the park where we first met." "Thank you." The girl hung up the phone and left in a hurry. The boy came to the park where they first met according to the agreement. But after a long time the girl still did not appear, and the boy waited anxiously. At last the girl did not appear. The boy left sadly. The girl looked at the boy's back and said to herself, "I can't give up him. In a few days, the boy will have a heart transplant." He excitedly said to the woman, "If I succeed, the first thing I have to do is to find her and tell her the truth." The woman smiled. "I hope she won't refuse you." The boy's heart transplant really succeeded. He was busy calling the girl as soon as he woke up, but no one answered. Once, twice, 3 times, the boy just kept calling, but no one answered. boy said gloomily. She is really angry. The woman comforted him. No, she may be busy. At this time the doctor came in and said with a smile, your fate is really good. Yesterday the girl named her heart to donate to you in her will. She seemed to have anticipated her death in advance and wrote a will. How did she die? The boy asked. The car accident, but it's really a pity. The girl looks like a crystal doll. I don't know how this happened. I heard the driver say she crashed herself. Chen-A. At this moment, the boy asked, I want to see the man who saved me. The doctor hesitated and nodded. That's it. You see, her death is not terrible, just like sleeping. The boy slowly uncovered the white cloth covering the dead man's head. At the moment of seeing the dead man's face, both the boy and the woman froze there. The boy felt distressed in a trance. He tore off the white cloth on the dead man like crazy and cried, how could this happen? No. Baby, get up. Don't scare me. It's impossible, sister, I'm dreaming, right? You tell me. Baby, this is not what I want. Wake up, baby. The woman grabbed the boy and gave him a slap in the face. She cried and said, wake up. If it weren't for you, how could she be like this? You have hurt her. She is using her life to love you. The boy gawked at the girl's eyes and became very gentle. He saw the girl's mouth still smiling so calmly, and the boy cried again, looking at the girl's clothes with some blood and her white snow-like hands. The boy suddenly found the girl holding a mass of paper in her hand and opened the letter that the girl wrote to himself. Dear, I'm sorry, please don't blame me, okay? I really love you very much. You waited for me in the park that day. I went there, but I didn't show up. I was right behind you. I want to keep everything you have firmly in mind, because I think we can still be together in the next life. Although you haven't fulfilled your promise in this life, I don't blame you, because I really love you very much. Even if you don't love me, my heart will remain in your body for the rest of my life, and no one can occupy this position. Dear, be happy. I have given all my happiness to you, but your next life, dear, promise me not to abandon me again in the next life, okay? The promise of this life will be fulfilled in the next life. Dear, goodbye and wish you happiness. No, baby, how can I be happy without you? Will you wake up? Let's start over. I was wrong. I'm sorry. I never did not love you, baby. I was wrong. Will you come back? The boy burst into tears. At this moment, a soul was sitting beside him, crying and happily saying, you still love me, and you always love me. The soul tried to hold the boy, but it passed through his body. Light rain began to fall outside the window. The boy cried, the soul cried, and God cried. This is the end of the story. If you like my story, please leave your comments, praise and subscribe to me. I have many stories to share with you.